Hey Leo, my name's Jay, and in this video I am going to show you 3 things that you can do today to help bring more customers to your business. Sometimes the only hesitation people have when they're hiring someone is that, well, they don't know who's an expert and who isn't. And I found that by giving people this easy free attack plan of actual things that they can do to impact their business for free, well, this has resulted in some of those local business owners still raising their hand and saying, I like you, Jay, can you please do this for me? So by the end of this video, you like what you heard and you can see that I have a few tricks up my sleeve that can help your business. Well, shoot me a message and we can chat. Or if at the end of this video you simply want to take this free attack plan I gave you, well, you can do that yourself, and that works too. So now let me show you 3 things that will set your company above the competition and not to waste any more of your time or mine. The first thing I want to go over is content. This whole thing that we're talking about here is about Google, okay? And what Google is going to want to see so they can either move your Google business profile into the map pack, or so they can move your website up on the first page and up to the top of the first page. So the first thing is content. Google would like to see at least 1,500 words of keyword-rich content on your first page here. Now you've got about 800 keywords here, and so we can improve on that. And I noticed that you only have a couple of keywords, and I'll show you that in a little bit. But keyword-rich content, about 1,500 words, okay? Now the next thing, well, I'll show you your competition. All right, Leo. So here's your competition. This is Denver Masonry. You've probably heard of them. And it looks like they're do a lot of work, a lot of different things here. But they're number 1 on Google, and I'll show you how I found them in just a moment here. They've got a nice website, and you also have a nice website. Now, how did I find these guys? Well, what I did is I went over to Google and I typed in Stone and Masonry Denver. So when I do that, first thing I find is the map pack. And as you may or may not know, to be up in the map pack, basically you need to have more citations than any of these other 3 people here. Let me see if this graphic will work here. Maybe not. Nope, I did it again. Never mind, we'll go on. Basically what a citation is, Leo, is your name, address, and phone number all over the internet. And a citation is basically a directory. So Better Business Bureau, Yelp, a lot of things like that. And basically you want to have more citations than any of these people here. So let's just say the Ramstone Design has 100 citations. Well, what you'd want to do is you want to have at least 150, maybe even 200 citations, because these guys are probably going to keep on trying to stay here. So things are going to be dynamic and changing all the time. So if you have more citations than them, you'll stay up here a lot longer. Okay. Now the next thing is going down into the organic here. All right. And with the organic, there's a couple of things. Well, there's more than one thing, but 2 primary things that help people get up in the into the first few places up in organic here. One is having at least 1,500 words of keyword-rich content. Okay. And the next thing I'll show you on this other page. And here's Denver Masonry, that's how I found them. And then there's Castle Hills. And if we go down here, here's Yelp, that's a citation, okay? There's a lot of citations. You want to have more citations than these other people up here, okay? So here's a tool that I use, Leo. This is a tool called Hrefs, and with Hrefs, it's a tool that I can use, and I can put any website in here, and it'll give me all this information. So I plugged yours in here. Now, what did I find? For one thing, you've got 2 organic keywords, okay? So Stoneworks Denver, that's good, and Stone Veneer Denver, that's not bad either. But what is happening here is that they're in positions 34 and 69 in Google, and they do have good volume, or reasonable volume though. 30 on this one and 80 on this one. All right, let's go over here. Now the next thing that's very important, probably I'm going to say equally as important as keywords, is backlinks, okay? You want to have more high quality backlinks than the top person on organic in Google, okay? So if they've got, say 100 backlinks, you'd want to have more than 100 backlinks, probably 150, 200 backlinks. But the thing is not all backlinks are created equal, okay? I've been doing research on these for other people before, and I've seen some people that have maybe 1,800 backlinks, and the person that's in the top organic, well, maybe they've only got 160 backlinks. And that's because not all backlinks are created equal, and some of them have more power than other ones do. And we can show you that in a minute here. Let's go over and look at this other one here. All right, this is Denver Masonry here. They have 32 keywords. And they've got like Masonry Denver, volume of 80, and they're in position number 2. Masonry Contractors Denver, volume of 40, position number 4. We want to have the things that say Denver ideally because you're in Denver. So brick staining, I'm not sure if you do that. If you do, that'd be a good keyword for you also. But basically you want to have good backlink or good keywords that have good volume, okay? So we want to make sure that you'd have these keywords here. Now let's go back over here. Backlinks. These guys, you know, they're number 1 organic, so they're not doing too bad. All right, so looks like they do have a couple spammy ones here. Construction site security. The domain rating is 58 on that, and the let's see, not seeing the traffic. Well, we're not going to worry about the traffic right now. So they've got, these are the referring domains. This is how you get the backlinks. All right, so they got yellow pages, domain rating of 90, and they've got a traffic of almost 700,000 here with yellow pages, super pages, domain rating of 85, traffic is 19,000. You kind of get the idea here, but the ones that have the higher domain rating and they have the higher traffic, those are good links. Basically, what links are is backlinks are one website linking to another website. And it's kind of like site A is linking to site B. And in Google's eyes, that gives site B more authority. So you want to have more quality sites linking to you. And you wouldn't want to have somebody like Pizza Hut link to you because, well, you don't sling pizzas. And so that wouldn't be a quality link for you. So Google's not going to give you any credit, I guess I would say, for that. All right, so that's the backlinks. And so here, in closing, Leo, what we want to do is kind of go over an overview here. So content, you want to have at least 1,500 words of keyword-rich content on your front page. Citations, you want to have at least 50 to 100 more citations than the other Google business profiles up in the map pack. And then there's the link juice. You need more relevant sites pointing you guys to show Google that you have authority. And if you implement these strategies today, you'll be #1 across Google. Now let me go back here. I should have done this earlier. So you can see here, these guys have 32 keywords and they got 40 traffic, and you had 1. I'm sure we could find other ones that have more traffic, but even if you had 40 potential leads every month, even if you just got 10 or 15 of those, you'd probably be doing a lot better. I don't know what other sources you have, for bringing in booked jobs at this point in time, but your Google business profile and your website, if we get those optimized, you do a lot better. So if you implement these things today, you can be #1 across Google. So you can either take this information and provide it for you today, and you can do this on your own, and I'm cool with that. However, if you want the most effective route and you want to save yourself some time, give me a call, 303-913-4779. Again, my name is Jay, and my number is 303-913-4779. Thanks, Leo. I'll talk to you soon.